Our next speaker is from Irish Aid. As somebody who works for Self-Help Africa, I know how important Irish Aid funding is for the work that we do. Many NGOs throughout the island of Ireland are dependent on Irish Aid funding for the tremendous work we carry out throughout the globe, and ChangeMakers are so dependent on Irish Aid funding. And when we were organising our conference, we thought, wouldn't it be lovely if we could invite somebody from Irish Aid? But Irish Aid, a big organisation, busy organisation, and they're based down south in Dublin and Limerick. And thought, well, will we get somebody here? And I'm delighted to say that Maria Riordan, Education Officer for Irish Aid and Department of Foreign Affairs, has come to join us and say a few words. So please welcome Maria. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely to be here today. I've really enjoyed having a look at all the projects around the room this morning, and something that's really stood out for me, I suppose, coming here today, it being one of the first occasions since we've been able to come back together again, is community connections and conversations. Even just before I stood up here, the conversations were going again, but just I suppose it's so nice to see when people get together and get to share conversations, share ideas, the wonderful things that happen, and you can see that is evident here today. So thank you for inviting me this morning to come and celebrate your 10th anniversary of the ChangeMakers programme. I'm delighted to be here to represent Irish Aid today, who have supported ChangeMakers since its beginning in 2012. Irish Aid is the government's programme for international development of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Most of our work is focused on the world's poorest countries, where we work with partner governments, the UN, the EU, and NGOs like Trócaire, Concern, and Self-Help Africa, who are all part of the ChangeMakers steering community, to address some of the fundamental global challenges of our time. These include climate change, gender inequality, human rights abuses, hunger, and migration, to name but a few. Part of our work in Ireland is to encourage the public to think about and actively engage in these issues. And we do this through global citizenship education in both formal, which Denise talked about earlier, in its primary and secondary schools, and in the non-formal education sector. Through our GCE programme, Irish Aid funds organisations across Ireland to challenge stereotypes of global south countries and encourage independent thinking and focus on linking the local and global dimensions of issues and affecting both people and planet. Since 2017, Irish Aid has strengthened engagement with the adult and community education sector. 1/3 of our non-formal sector funding now goes to our organisations reaching 17,000 people through adult and community education programmes right across Ireland. Our new GCE strategy, which was launched in 2021, has committed to increasing funding for GCE to 10 million over the lifetime of the programme, so that's between now and 2025. This includes the launch of a Revitalised Communities initiative to engage a broader range of people outside of mainstream education, and its recognition of the vital work that's done in adult and community projects right across the country. This includes ChangeMakers, who are raising awareness about the challenges currently facing the world, like the war in Ukraine, food insecurity, and ongoing climate challenges, as part of their lifelong learning programmes. Also, as part of the new strategy, there's a commitment to strengthen engagement with social enterprise, private business, and trade unions, because it really does take the whole community to find lasting solutions to poverty and increasing inequality that exist in the world. The Innovation Challenge Fund, which was launched for the first time this year, is to encourage fresh thinking around how we and our partners can broaden and deepen conversations about vital global issues. Adult and community education staff have always used creative teaching methods to encourage reluctant learners to engage in education, and through the Sustainability Standards Programme, ChangeMakers have found an innovative way to include the business community in the conversation about what it means to be a global citizen. We in Irish Aid are grateful to ChangeMakers for not only setting standards in GCE in Ireland, but also for agreeing to share your knowledge with other members of the Irish Development Education Association. I'm currently on secondment from the City of Dublin ETB, where I've been working as an adult education officer for the last 13 years. And it's wonderful to see Donegal ETB play a key role in developing GCE in Donegal. Donegal is unique insofar as the ETB is part of the ChangeMakers steering group, and through this partnership they can continue to support progression options into formal accredited courses like QQI Level 4 and Level 6 programmes in local and global development. And also, importantly, embed global citizenship education in vital learning programmes such as adult literacy, community education and youth reach programmes through developing case studies in plain English and including environmental issues in horticulture programmes. Irish Aid welcomes the focus on building the capacity and skills of educators working in the sector, which is a key output of our new strategy. We've learned from other programmes that investing in both initial training and continuous professional development is crucial to having sustained impact. Developing the skills and confidence of educators to build awareness and understanding of the Sustainable Development Goals will ensure that they develop and deliver courses that promote a greater understanding of local and global dimensions of poverty, inequality, environmental justice, and help to build a world that's better both at home and abroad. We also welcome the plans to strengthen engagement with local government and develop new partnerships with Letterkenny Chamber of Commerce and Donegal County Council as part of the next 3-year programme, which will help ChangeMakers to support new towns to work towards obtaining the Fair Trade Town status and build a fairer and more sustainable future for all. Part of our work is also to support a public conversation on the role of development cooperation in addressing global poverty, including the work of Irish Aid. Within Irish Aid, we have people working globally on issues such as climate change, gender inequality, human rights, and global hunger. And while this is the main focus of our work and is international, we do want people in Ireland to learn more about the work that Irish Aid does on behalf of the Irish people. So please do come to us if you want speakers or panellists for any events that take place. And also the Irish Aid Workshop runs the Irish Aid Centre runs programmes on the Irish Aid workshops on the Irish Aid programme as well. So finally, I'd just like to say congratulations again on reaching this milestone of 10 years as ChangeMakers. Your work to date has reached adults right across communities in Donegal, Derry and Tyrone, and you've also reached people across the world through your online courses and events. The foundations are strong, and I have confidence that the programme can make a real difference as we work together to build a better world for which we all aspire. Gur míle maith.